Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're looking at a massive historical legal reform surrounding women's rights in marriage. So, let's dive right in. How exactly did a 7th century law completely transform women's rights?
Well, before Islam, divorce in tribal societies was often chaotic, totally unfair, and basically unrestricted for men.
Guys could literally divorce and reclaim their wives endlessly. It was a vicious cycle trapping women in abusive uncertainty.
But Islamic reforms changed the game, shifting divorce from that unrestricted chaos to a highly regulated process. They introduced clear legal procedures, strict financial obligations, and finally established concrete rights for both spouses.
A huge part of this was the iddah. This was a mandatory waiting period designed purely for reflection. You see, this actively discouraged impulsive separations made in the heat of anger, giving families time to resolve things.
Crucially, women gained major financial protections, keeping their marital gift and getting mandated financial support during the wait.
The tax actually explicitly condemned that old, toxic practice of repeatedly divorcing a wife just to control her.
So, how'd they actually stop this endless cycle? Well, they introduced a strict new rule: 3 strikes.
After a first or second divorce, couples could still reconcile. But the third time, that was absolutely final.
This acted as a powerful deterrent against reckless threats. It quite literally forced men to be accountable.
To ever remarry her first husband, a woman had to genuinely marry and naturally separate from someone else first.
And fake, temporary marriages were strictly condemned. Divorce could no longer be used as a manipulative tool.
Now, despite common misconceptions, this system also recognized mechanisms for women to seek their own way out.
This brings us to Khula, which gave women the direct legal right to seek release from a marriage.
Judicial procedures were also set up for women dealing with abuse, total abandonment, or a lack of support.
These specific rules ensured women were never indefinitely trapped in harmful, abusive, or neglectful relationships.
Looking at it historically, this was a massive, game-changing paradigm shift in family law. It took a totally unrestricted act and transformed it into a regulated process with really severe consequences.
Ultimately, this legal reform tackled past abuses head-on to build a much more just and stable family structure.